My name is Moose and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be mounting my Bont Parkstars. Now I've never mounted roller skates before. This is going to be a first time for me, so I wouldn't necessarily call this video a tutorial or a how-to. This video is just really going to be me trying to figure out how to mount my skates and showing you guys my process. Even though this video is not going to be a tutorial or anything, I am going to leave the steps that I'm using down below in case you guys were curious what I was using or you guys wanted to follow along, or you actually did want to mount your own roller skates and you just needed like a list of how to and the steps to follow. The plates that I have chosen to use for my build today are going to be the Reactor Neo plates. These ones are super sturdy and they are a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's worth it because they are supposed to last a little bit longer. These plates are actually the ones that I have currently on my jacks, and so I do feel comfortable using these ones versus another plate, and I've already sized to make sure that the plate and the boot match. Bont is really nice and they put a center line on all of their boots here, so if you look you can see it's already got the center line drawn because that's actually the first step in all mounting, is that you need to find the center of the boot so you know where to put the plate so that the skate doesn't like veer off to the left or the right like a lot of people have when they have mounting issues. So if you look, the line is actually not 100% straight on the boot because it's not supposed to be, and that's okay. That's actually what a proper mount is going to look like. It's going to be between the second and third toe. Alright, now that I've told you guys what I'm going to be doing today, let's get started with mounting my skates. Before I can get started with mounting my skates, I need to take the trucks off of these and I need to take the laces, the straps, and the insoles out of the boots. So let's do that first. When you're taking the trucks off of your plate, it's helpful to keep them in order of how you took them off of the kingpin so that it's easier to put them on when you are done mounting. Oh my god. Alright, well if you end up getting these plates, just know that the bottom cushion is taking forever to come off. Gotta use some elbow grease, which I don't have. Alright, we're just gonna leave those on for now. Alright, now that I got the majority of the trucks and everything else off of the skates, I'm going to work off of these off camera because I need to go grab a tool probably to get these off, because you do need to have everything off of your kingpin because you need to get into these holes here so you're able to mark where the bolts are going to be. Took me a little bit, but I finally got the cushions or bushings off the kingpin of the plates so I can actually get started with mounting these skates. Bont, like I said earlier, is really nice about giving you a center line on the skate, so I don't have to worry about finding the center of the boot. I just have to worry about actually lining up the plate with the center of the boot. Let's get started with mounting. The plates that I am using today for my build have a specific side that they need to go on. As you can see, they are marked left and right. So just double check and make sure that the plates that you're going to be using do or do not have a specific side that they need to be on. Now you can take one of the plates and the corresponding boot and line the plate up with the center line of the boot. Now that I have my plate lined up with the center line of my boot, I'm going to be taking a permanent marker and marking the holes of where I'm going to be putting the mounting screws. Here I'm just showing you what my marks look like in case you guys were wondering what I'm going to be looking for when I'm drilling. Once you're happy with where you have the marks on your boot, you can move on to the other skate. When you're drilling the holes for where the mounting screws are going to go, make sure you're actually drilling straight down into the boot. There were a few times that I thought that I was drilling straight down, but actually looking back in the video and looking back at my work, there were a few screws that ended up a little bit crooked because I wasn't going 100% straight. Be careful when you're doing this step because not only do you not want to hurt yourself, but you also do not want to accidentally drill through the other side of the boot. So as you can see, I'm going very slow just to make sure that I do not actually damage any other parts of the boot that I do not need to drill through. Because the Bont Parkstars have a fiberglass body, I learned the hard way that if you do not drill outside and you drill inside, you're going to get little fiberglass pieces everywhere that you're going to have to spend time vacuuming up. Mounting screws come in two different sizes. The longer ones here, as you see, go into the back heel portion. The reason that mounting kits come with such long screws for the back is because a lot of the times they're expecting you to be mounting skates with heels. These are the shorter screws that go in front of all boots. That's pretty universal unless you get a platform boot or anything with like a thicker sole. These are pretty universal for all skates mounting wise. Don't be discouraged if it takes a second to find the hole again. The reason I struggled so much to get the plate on the skate is because two of the bolts are actually super crooked, and so I need to go and re-drill them so that the plate can lay a little bit better. You can see here I'm struggling especially with the back because one of my bolts is actually almost sideways, so I need to go back and re-drill it. Once I got the plate on, the next step was to get the washer and the nut onto the bolts so that the plate didn't go anywhere. I bought this tool that's called a bolt break-off tool that's specifically made for the bolts that we use on our skates. However, I don't recommend it for anybody who doesn't know what they're doing. Not only does this tool cause the bolts to break off at really sharp angles, While using the bolt break-off tool, I actually injured myself a few times. You would honestly be better off using a Dremel or a bolt cutter. So this is what my skates look like at the end of day 1. The first thing that I did on day 2 was put Loctite on all of the bolts. It was recommended I use Loctite to make sure that nothing fell off in the middle of riding. The bolts that I'm using for my skate do not use a Phillips or a flathead style. They actually use a square. So I had to go find a square bit in my tools so that I could tighten these skates up all the way. That bit goes on the inside on the top of the skates to hold it in place, and then I'm just going to ratchet the nut down so that it tightens fully. Here you can kind of see the difference between a bolt that has been tightened all the way down and is secure, and a bolt that needs to be tightened still. The last thing I need to do is put my skates back together, so I'm going to start by putting them back in order in the way that I took them off, starting with the bottom cushion and cushion retainer. And I was having a lot of issues putting the bottom cushion back on, and I just wanted to show you guys how much I was struggling to get this cushion on. I later fixed that actually, and I'll show you how I did that in a sec. After a bit of struggling, I was able to get the cushion down so I can put the trucks and all of the other parts back on. And my skate is reassembled and finished. Now that the first skate is all done, I was able to re-drill a few places that needed to be re-drilled so I can reassemble the plate and hope that it fits a little bit better, and thankfully it actually does fit better. I was struggling so much with my cushions that I decided to actually go out and buy some all-purpose grease to help lube up my kingpins so that the cushions slid on a little bit easier. If you decide that you want to buy some grease for yourself, you are able to get it at any of your local auto parts store. You can see how much easier the cushions are sliding on versus before. After you've looped up your kingpins, you can go ahead and reassemble your skates like normal. And my skates are done! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed trying to mount my own skates for the first time. If you guys have any questions for mounting your own skates, please leave them down below. And I would love it if you guys could also like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. And please let me know if there's any videos that you guys want to see in the future. I hope all of you have a great rest of your day or night, depending on whenever you see this, and I'll see you next time. Bye!